Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is what this is what if Naruto was raised by Esdeath. Last time we left off with Naruto actually losing Esdeath and gaining her power, and saying goodbye to her, and also passing not Belters, passing the academy. Now, of course, Team 7 will basically be Naruto, Sasuke, and Tsuki, including Sakura. Yes. Anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 actually are waiting for their sensei, which is Kakashi, and once he actually enters the room, anyways, once he actually walks in, Naruto and the rest actually get to see who their sensei is in the first place. Anyways, Kakashi then explains that they're going to go outside to learn more about each other. And anyways, now, of course, once they actually go outside, they actually of course, Kakashi asks them what are their likes, dislikes, and their goals, of course, or dreams. Goals and dreams, same thing. Sakura's one's exactly the same, Sasuke's one's exactly the same, and Tsuki actually gave up on her family life. Tsuki's actually pretty depressed here. After what happened, Tsuki, instead of actually trying to find out why or anything, she just thought that she should move on. And from then onwards, she hasn't talked to her brother. She hasn't thought about Itachi, their parents, or anything. First of all, because she never really had the best relationship with her parents. First, because of her always disobeying and going against Fugaku's orders. And anyways, now, of course, now Naruto goes next. Tsuki then says she likes to hang out with people, and she dislikes to be around the people she is too close to, and she doesn't like getting close to. She dislikes getting too close to people, and her goal is in life, or dream is, to pretty much be alone, literally alone. That is her ultimate dream, be alone. And anyways, she's pretty depressed, and Naruto actually raised an eyebrow in this. Now, of course, Naruto then actually goes on to say his ones, and his ones is to actually make the person that finally gave him a chance in life to actually happy. The person that gave him a chance in life, he wants to make her proud, even though she's not there anymore. She's in the other world at this point. But anyways, Naruto, who actually then says that his likes are to be himself, and his dislikes are to be honest, he doesn't have any dislikes. That's what he literally says. And anyways, he doesn't dislike or particularly like something. He can't really choose between the two, so he doesn't really say anything about it. Anyways, Kakashi thought that they were a pretty boring team. However, he actually knew a bit about Naruto. The Hiruzen has told Kakashi about Naruto's past, and how this random woman who appeared out of nowhere actually took care of Naruto, and so once she died, Naruto changed quite a bit, and as he grew up, he changed a lot as well because of how she brought him up. However, Naruto is pretty strong because she trained Naruto herself. Anyways, now Naruto, who was listening to Kakashi, Kakashi then tells them about the bell test. Well, not literally that there's going to be a test called the bell test, but anyways, now Kakashi tells them that they will have the test tomorrow, and not to eat in the breakfast in the breakfast, not to eat breakfast, and actually to just come early and wait there. However, now Naruto, of course, doesn't actually listen because he doesn't care. He has been brought up by a beast, and so he just does whatever he wants, to be honest. Even though he listens to Kakashi and comes early, he does have breakfast. Anyways, anywho, Naruto didn't seem hungry. Same as Tsuki, because actually Tsuki decided to eat, and of course Sakura told them that they're basically cheating, and Naruto says, "Do you really think ninjas are meant to be fair?" And anyways, now Naruto was giving off a cold air, even though it was literally spring. It felt like winter coming from him. But anyways, after this, Naruto actually saw Kakashi coming, and Kakashi did come 3 hours late, as per normal. But after this, Naruto and Team 7 actually began the bell test. Kakashi explains that they need to take the bells, and if they don't, they won't have lunch, and they will not pass in the return to the academy. And here, since there are 4 people, it's not as the bait that one of them that it's literally only 2 people will pass. But anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 actually begin the bell test, and Naruto actually decides to not waste any time and really doesn't care about his team. However, once he actually tries to take the bells, even though he's much faster than all of his team, still he wasn't able to take the bell. And anyways, Tsuki actually decided to help Naruto because she actually knew Tsuki, literally. And, well, she knew Naruto, not she knew Tsuki. Of course she knows herself. But anyways, since she knew Naruto, she actually decided to help, and together they were actually able to snatch 2 of the bells. Yes, together. Naruto, the fight went a bit similar to this. Tsuki comes in with a fireball jutsu, helping out Naruto, and in the end, Kakashi having to dodge, Naruto actually was able to nearly take the bell. However, he was actually going for it. He was actually going to freeze Kakashi's leg, and once he touched it, Kakashi's leg actually started freezing, and then both of them were able to get a good combo on Kakashi, breaking the ice, of course, by actually using some good taijutsu, and in the end, actually finishing the fight off by taking the bells. And of course, the 2 passed easily and didn't have to actually take the test again. And there was only 1 bell, so it was between Sakura and Sasuke. Sakura then told Sasuke that she'd rather have Sasuke pass than her, and so Sasuke says it's gonna be hard, to be honest, since we don't have the other 2 to help us, but if we work together we might be able to pass. Anyways, now Naruto, who actually goes off on his own and watches the rest of the fight, sees that Sakura and Sasuke actually use the plan of a diversion, Sakura being the diversion and Sasuke in the end taking the belts. Every single one of them passes, as Kakashi says after giving them a nice smile, saying that this test was all about teamwork. Even though they didn't work as a team, they 2 of them worked they worked as duos, which was better than nothing. A lot of teams don't really work as a team in the first place. But anyways, now after this, Team 7 actually was told that tomorrow will be their first ever mission, and so they have to get ready for tomorrow and to meet up at 7 a.m, an hour earlier than today. And anywho, after all of this, Team 7 does actually go home. Anywho, Naruto was heading home up until Tsuki actually comes to Naruto, asking Naruto about what he just used. How did he freeze Kakashi's leg like that? And then Naruto then told Tsuki that he actually got this from his mother, or the person that gave him a chance in life. Anyways, of course, Tsuki then asked who that was, actually being curious for once, and Naruto then said, "Didn't you want to be alone as your dream or something?" Then anyways, Naruto being pretty cold at this point, he did return to his cold side again. Then anyway, Tsuki then said that she just wanted to know a bit more about him, that's it. And anyways, of course, Naruto then says it's fine. Yeah, my mother, she was someone that wasn't from this village, and to be honest, she was my foster mother, and she actually saw that I was getting mistreated in this village, and so she decided to help me out for once. Anyways, now she's gone, so I just have to make her happy in the other world. Anyways, may I know why you wanted to know? And Suki then just says, "Oh, no reason." Anyways, and yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. And after this, Naruto and Tsuki actually go for ramen. Yes, they actually decide to actually talk to each other a bit more, and Naruto gets to know her a bit. And Tsuki then says, "I might have changed my idea about being alone forever." And anyways, Naruto then says, "Oh, so nah, I've changed your mind, huh? Good for you." Anyways, all right. Now after this, Team 7 actually meets up the next day, and Suki was mostly looking at Naruto the whole time. She didn't care about anyone else in there, and she was literally talking to Naruto most of the time, and Naruto just answered with one word answers. And anywho, now Naruto then asked Suki what she found so amusing about him. Suki then says she's not amused, but she's more interested in him than abused. Amused, not abused. Anywho, Naruto then says, anyways, I'm going home. See you tomorrow. And anyways, after the mission, Naruto was heading home, which then, as soon as he got home, he got out again. And Tsuki, who was actually stalking him at this point, she was really, really interested in Naruto, and she wanted to know more and more about Naruto. That was her little guilty pleasure, stalking Naruto. Anyways, after Naruto actually found out that he was being followed, he didn't really care at this point. He just let it happen. And anyways, once he got to his usual training ground, he actually started using his ice release to an extent that no one ever saw. Naruto was going back and forth pretty fast, using ice and using a sword. Yes, Naruto made this sword of ice, which is easily one of the sharpest blades that Tsuki has ever seen. Naruto was cutting through trees like they were freaking like they were pieces of paper. Anyways, now after this, Naruto finished his training and actually continued training in different things. Instead of using his newfound power, he actually started learning new jutsus because he needs to learn more jutsus. And anyways, he was learning water release jutsus because he has water release. And anyways, after this, Naruto, who was just training. Anyways, now Naruto finished completely his training. He actually has 3 releases already: Wind, Water, Lightning. And now he was heading home until Tsuki actually came back, running towards Naruto, and she was huffing, and she asked Naruto if he can teach her how to use lightning release. Naruto then asked why him out of all people, and Tsuki says that she's never seen someone using lightning release, and she has it herself. She knows that she does because she has used it before. However, she doesn't have any jutsus to use it with because she's really bad with it, and she needs to train. Also, she doesn't actually have a teacher. Anyways, Naruto says you can ask Kakashi. After all, he does have every single nature release or chakra release. Anyways, now not Suki said that she's not comfortable around him, and Naruto says, "So you're comfortable around me? Can I ask why?" Anyways, Naruto was being pretty cold, and Suki then says that she doesn't know. She just finds him appealing, and she really enjoys spending time with him. For some reason, she doesn't understand why. And Naruto says, "All right then, I can teach you it, but not today, since I'm tired." And Tsuki says any day that he wants to train her, she was up for it any day. And anyways, Naruto and Tsuki actually began training for the next month together every single day of the month. No, not even one day without training together. Anyways, now Naruto and Tsuki actually trained in multiple things, and of course, Tsuki actually got much stronger over time. And anywho, she knows how to use her wind lightning release much better now. However, it's not perfect yet because she is not a master of it. But anyways, now Naruto, who Naruto is pretty much a master over wind and water release because pretty much his ice uses a lot of wind and water release. Even though he doesn't need to use any of the chakra releases, he actually makes his ice much stronger. Anywho, Naruto has been doing missions for a full month now, and now, of course, he was getting bored of them and asked the Hokage, "Can you give us a high ranked mission?" And the Hokage is like, "Yes, I can." Even Kakashi was kind of baffled on why he would do that, but the Hokage knows how strong Naruto truly is. Naruto has 3 chakra releases, has a completely different thing that he never had before from his foster mother, and also Esdeath. And also Naruto has been trained by her into someone that is no joke. If you were to fight Naruto, you do not want to mess with him because Naruto is so much strong and he will kill you. He is cold-blooded. He's seen it before. He actually sparred against Naruto once Esdeath was gone. You know, the Hokage was actually asked by Naruto if he can spar with him, and Naruto had no no mercy on the Hokage. Even though the Hokage was going easy, Naruto said, "If you go easy on me, I promise you, I will kill you." And as he says that, Naruto actually comes in out of nowhere with a lot of bloodlust. And anyways, the Hokage's like, alright, and puts him down easily. And the Hokage actually trained Naruto for a full year, something I did not mention in the last part. Anyways, now Team 7 has been given the mission of the Land of Waves, as per normal, escorting Tazuna to the Land of Waves. Was the same exact mission as in the original. That doesn't change. And anyways, Naruto at first thought he didn't really want to take it. And anywho, now, of course, before we get into this, I do want to go over the little training that they did over the 1 month. Tsuki and Naruto helped Tsuki actually unlock her Tutomo Sharingan by actually putting her in multiple near-death situations. Naruto wasn't having any of it, and so he was using everything he had. And also, he does have his trump card, which he still hasn't used. Anyways, Naruto, of course, still remembering his mother, always goes to her grave after training with Tsuki. Yes, Tsuki actually wanted to see the grave. And anyways, now Naruto, of course, kept training Tsuki, and Tsuki has now learned a lot of things. One of the things that Tsuki learned is a lightning dragon jutsu. Of course, it's not the Kirin. It's not exactly the Kirin. It's a lot weaker. It wasn't even near strong as the Kirin. However, it was pretty strong, especially for a Genin. It's pretty much a tuning level jutsu. Anywho, now after this, Naruto, who was actually training with Tsuki actually went all out once with her Sharingan and everything, and Naruto had to actually try a bit and actually nearly killed her, which actually helped her unlock her 2-Tomoe Sharingan. That was when she had her 1-Tomoe Sharingan. Anywho, Tsuki then apologized to Naruto for going that hard, and Naruto said, "No, it's fine, as long as you get stronger. And plus, I do realize I nearly killed you, so I should be the one to apologize. I'm really sorry." Anyways, now Naruto and Tsuki continue their little training, and the 1 month ended. And anywho, after the 1 month ended, their mission they got the C rank mission that, of course, Naruto asked for. Naruto didn't ask for particularly a C rank mission, however, a high rank mission, that's for sure. Anywho, now Naruto Team 7 meets up and they are now ready to go on their mission. Of course, they head out. Kakashi does tell them to be careful. This is a pretty high rank mission for their level, because Kakashi has not seen much from any of them. Anywho, Naruto was more than calm, and once he actually got out of the village, he didn't really mind it. He actually felt a bit more free. Anywho, a few hours later, they were walking, and Naruto does notice a puddle and didn't do much about it. Once the two demon brothers appeared, it was actually Naruto who did all the work and froze them on their feet, on their spot, and literally said, "Either you guys, either you guys tell me why you're here, who you're after, and who sent you, or I will kill you instantly." Anywho, now of course they tell him everything, and in the end, and after that, Naruto let them go, saying that if he ever hears anything bad about them ever again, he will come for them and he will freeze them to death, torturing them in the cold. Anyways, the two didn't even want to mess with Naruto or anything, and so they just listened and they just headed off their own way. Kakashi then asked why didn't he give them in, and Naruto says everyone deserves a second chance. I've been given a chance in life, I'll give them a chance in life. Anyways, after this, now Team 7 was going to return to the village, and then Naruto said, why? If you guys return, I'll take this mission on my own, I don't really care. The Hokage said I can take it on. And plus, I took out 2 Chunin ninjas easily. Suki might be able to do that. Maybe even 3 with her abilities. Also, Sasuke is an Uchiha, he must be pretty strong. Sakura I don't know much about, however, you're here too. You should be able to take out any shinobi after all. You're an S-rank shinobi yourself, so I don't see where the problem is. Anywho, Kakashi really didn't have any argument against it, and so he just said, alright then, we will continue this mission. However, if anyone anywho, Kakashi then actually explains that if any ninja that he believes is too hard for even Naruto, Tsuki or Sasuke to take on, even together, they will not fight. Understood? And they say okay. And anywho, a few hours later of walking, they do get surrounded by a thick mist, and Naruto was thinking, what is this? But anywho, Naruto then says, well, he didn't say anything, but he just clicks his fingers like that, and the wind literally comes out of him, and it literally blows away the fog, and in the end, Naruto and Kakashi, everyone pretty much, were able to see where they were, and Naruto throws a kunai at the bush, and then a rabbit jumps out, and Sakura says, hey Naruto, you need to kill that rabbit, and Naruto says, shut up for once. Anyways, Naruto was pretty rude there, however, he didn't care. But then Kakashi says, no Naruto, you were right, there is someone there. And as he says that, they all duck down because they see something swinging at them, and then the great Zabuza appears. Naruto then actually was about to take him on, however Kakashi says, Naruto, this is someone that you cannot take on, and Naruto says, alright then. And anyways, Kakashi's and Zabuza's fight begins as per normal, and it's actually more one-handed than before, since Kakashi actually did well, sorry, not more one-handed than before, sorry. The fight goes on pretty much exactly the same, other than the bit where Kakashi slips. Instead of Naruto asking for help, well, actually making a plan with Sasuke, he actually makes one with Tsuki. Naruto was going to try to freeze Zabuza in the spot, and Tsuki would have to kill him. And of course, Tsuki was going to have to use her strongest technique, which would be her lightning dragon. Of course, Tsuki understood that this is basically a life or death situation, and if they mess this one up, they've pretty much lost their lives. They ain't winning no more after that. Anyways, they're not getting any other chances, and after all of this, Team 7, well, Naruto actually begins by actually freezing Zabuza's feet, and then Tsuki actually, uses her body flicker, and also using her lightning dragon, actually gets a pretty good shot into Zabuza, and literally Zabuza was electrocuted and actually let go of the water prison, and yeah, Zabuza wasn't fast enough to actually escape this, and Tsuki was able to hit him, and now, of course, Naruto and Tsuki were about to finish off the fight by actually killing Zabuza. Since he survived that, they were going to kill him. However, 3 Senbon hit Zabuza, and he seemed like he was dead, and he didn't seem like he was going to wake up after that. Of course, Kakashi checked as well, and they believed him, but Naruto still had some kind of suspicion. Anyways, now, anywho, now Team 7 was taken to anywho, Kazuna takes Team 7 to their to his place, and Team 7 actually begins their water walking tree climbing training. Kakashi does explain to Team 7 that Zabuza is most probably still alive. There is a high possibility that he's still alive, and so Team 7 needs to train. Anywho, now, after this, Naruto, who actually didn't need to train with them, same as Tsuki, because Naruto had taught Tsuki about chakra control. She does not need it anymore. And anywho, now, after all of this, Team 7 actually begins, Sakura and Sasuke begin their tree tree walking training, and then he continued. Then Naruto actually went off on his own to train in a jutsu that has been, not a jutsu, but a technique that he's trying to develop, actually being able to make ice out of thin air, something his mother was able to do easily. Anyways, now Naruto, who was actually trying this, ran completely out of energy. He was really tired, and so he was resting up until the Haku arrived. Haku arrived, and after this, Haku and Naruto still became friends, and Naruto was told about the precious one, and Haku gave his speech about the precious one, and Naruto did say that he used to have a precious one, but now he does have a new one. His mother used to be his precious one, but of course, her time ended along a few years ago. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto does have another precious one, who is Tsuki, and of course Naruto actually has an interest in Tsuki romantically at this point. Naruto has developed feelings for Tsuki over the time that he's been with her training. And anyways, now Naruto and Haku part ways, and the next day Naruto actually continues his training, and Tsuki over this time was actually training in developing more more techniques with lightning release, and she's actually developing this one thing called the lightning cloak, which she actually knew about because she heard stories about the Raikage being able to use something like that to increase his speed and the power, and so she wants to do something similar. And anywho, of course, over time, over this 1 week, Tsuki was developing that. Naruto finally mastered on how to create ice out of thin air, and anyways, not out of the ground, not out of his hands, his feet, or anything, but out of thin air. Anywho, now, after all of this, Naruto, who finally was able to do this, he wasn't as good as it wasn't as good as his mother's one, because of course his mother was able to fucking create a meteorite out of ice from thin air, not summon it from somewhere but from thin air, Anyways, Sasuke, after finishing his training, began training with Kakashi to learn the Chidori because Kakashi realized that Sasuke seemed to be falling behind the other two. Kakashi could see a clear-cut difference between the two Uchihas and, of course, Naruto, because Naruto has been training with the Hokage himself as well. But anyways, after all this time, Naruto and Kakashi and Sasuke were able to actually make Sasuke use the Chidori, like partially master it. He can't use it perfectly, however, he can use it just a tiny bit. Anyways, after all of this, Naruto and Team 7 actually head off to head to their mission again after a whole week of training. Anywho, after all of this, Team 7 actually goes up against Zabuza again, and Naruto this time wanted to take him on, however, Haku appeared. Naruto didn't realize this was actually Haku, the Haku that he knew, but he knew it was the masked figure that saved Zabuza last time from death. Anyways, Naruto then tells Haku to get out of his, not Haku, but tells the masked man that to get out of his way, so he can finish the job that they started, or he started, since Zabuza started at them first. But anyways, of course, now Team 7 actually goes up. Well, Kakashi takes on his match, or his game. No, wait, his fight. And Haku then says, "We may be very similar in powers, however, I won't concede to you." And as he says that, he then uses his ice mirrors to block Naruto in, which Tsuki actually then tries to get in, but she was too late. Anyways, after all of this, Naruto and Haku begin their fight. Haku and Naruto are equally matched at the beginning, but then Naruto easily breaks through Haku's ice mirrors and begins a taijutsu fight, which was a really close one. However, Naruto just had the upper edge because of his really aggressive fighting style, which Haku wasn't really used to. Haku's used to easily take out his opponents, not really having to go up against his opponents up close like this. Anyways, now Naruto and Haku have had enough, and so Haku had to find an opening to do something and take out Naruto. Anyways, Haku then uses his ice mirrors again and finds that one opening, and so he was about to take everything he had, the only chance he got, and so he uses his Senbone, a ton of them. He's not trying to kill Naruto, however, this will put Naruto out of the fight. Anyways, as Naruto was about to get hit, Tsuki couldn't take it anymore, and so she got in Naruto's way, and she got hit by every single Senbone. Naruto being pissed, Naruto losing all control, then lets out a scream. Well, not a scream, but more of a battle cry of agony and sorrow, as Naruto's eyes go from blue to red. Naruto contained the anger and mastered this anger, and he was in his One Tails form. Yes, One Tails. Naruto then slaps Haku to the ground with his tail, and then Naruto's cloak, One Tail cloak, went from red to blue, showing how much of a master he has. And then Naruto, with his claws, sliced off Haku's mask. As soon as he saw it was Haku, Naruto's eyes went back to normal. His cloak stayed, however. Naruto then asked why, and then Haku said, "It's because Zabuza is my precious one." And as he says that, they both hear the sound of 1,000 birds. It was the Chidori. Naruto couldn't stop this. However, Haku tried, but Naruto stopped him. Naruto held on to him, and as Zabuza got hit, Haku saw this. Then he said, "Why did you stop me, Naruto? Why? Why?" Crying to Naruto. Naruto said, "Listen, Haku, I'm sorry, but I cannot lose you. You're one of the only people I've actually made friends with, genuinely. I can't let you die. With tears in his eyes, he says he's sorry. However, Haku then goes to Zabuza and says it's fine, with pretty much a broken heart, and he asks if he's okay, and Zabuza then tells Haku that he's sorry for treating him as a tool for all this time, and he truly thought of him as his own son. And anyways, this was his final moment. Then Haku saw Zabuza die in his arms. Haku was pissed. He wasn't pissed at the Leaf Shinobi, but he was pissed off at his own self for allowing this to happen. He was meant to be the one to protect Zabuza, not the one to see Zabuza die or hold him while he was dying. Anyways, then Gato appeared and told everyone that he wasn't actually going to pay them, and so this death was in vain. Haku's just another fool that got tricked by him. Haku gets pissed, but so does Naruto. Then his cloak appears again. His cloak is blue here, and the only reason Naruto was able to master this cloak is because of Naruto being a beast himself. Naruto literally being trained by a beast went up against the Ninetales as control. The Ninetales was trying to take control, however, he wasn't able to. Naruto then said no, and while fighting inside himself, he took control of this power, and the Ninetales was completely baffled, and he said, next time, I'll take over you. You'll be so enraged that not even your strong will help you. Damn brat. Anyways, now, Haku and Naruto pretty pissed off. They both slaughter Gato's men, including Gato. Together, they use a pretty strong technique. Naruto creating Senbone ice Senbone from nowhere, literally from oxygen, and they hit Gato. Gato wasn't killed though, and then Naruto said, do you really think you'd have a quick death? And as he says that, Haku then comes in, slicing off all his limbs. Gato is left with only his body and his head. He was bleeding out, slowly but surely dying. Naruto then says, do you really want me to end your agony? Gato then, with a pretty much gone voice, is like, please. And Naruto says, unfortunately, you'll have to feel some more pain. And as he says that, then he got a sword out. A sword that Esdeath used. The sword that his mother left him. He gets out and then puts it into Gato's skull, and from every single part of his Gato's body came out ice. This was a pretty strong technique which even Naruto didn't know he would be able to use. His mother showed this to him, however he doesn't want to use it on anyone else. It's too gruesome. He's too overpowered as of right now. Anyways, Naruto needs to control this power because he's used way too much of it, and he went a bit too far by using it. He was enraged. Anyways, he looks at Haku and asks him if he wants to join them. Haku then accepts straight away, saying that he's not angry at Naruto because Naruto does think he's angry, but he's more angry at himself for being slow. And anyways, even Kakashi apologizes at this point, and Haku says there was no avoiding it. It is the ninja world after all. Anyways, you can take me in, you can put me in jail, whatever. It's fine by me. And Naruto says, no, you're not going to jail, right, Kakashi sensei? He's not going to jail, right? And Kakashi says, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to convince the Hokage. Naruto's like, I'll try to. Anyways, Tsuki, of course, wakes up then, and Naruto realizes that what happened. And, of course, he goes to her, telling Tsuki to lay down, taking out all the Senbone, and Tsuki still being immobilized pretty much. Still, Naruto wasn't gonna allow Tsuki to die or anything, and so he used his ice healing abilities. Tsuki's body turned cold, however, she was being healed. Anyways, Naruto then says that she might feel a bit of cold now, however, this cold should heal her. Tsuki and Naruto look each other in the eyes, and Tsuki says, oh, I'm glad you're okay. Naruto then sheds a few tears, saying that she's an idiot. She shouldn't have done that. You could have took that on. And Tsuki says, no, you couldn't have. Anyways, now, Naruto smiling tells her, thank you. Anyways, Haku apologizes, and Tsuki and Naruto say it's nothing. Anywho, after this, Team 7 returns, and that's where I'm gonna end it off. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here. Don't forget to subscribe to Ratreet, Miniman123, also Hxmesh, my second channel, the King of Noobs as well. And follow Shoker on Instagram, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and don't forget to get yourself some good quality anime merch from Beautiful Hero. Use code MEME, MEME, for 5% off on your next $49 plus order, and the same code for 10% off on your next $99 plus order. And MEME, also go to lamptee.com to get yourself some good LED lamps. You can get any type of lamps from any kind of genre you like, cartoons, anime, any genre, anyways, any type. And also you can get 10% off by using my code in the description below. You can see it. I'm not really good at explaining it. I could anyway, you can see it there. It's lamptee, L, capital L, and then dash the King of Weebs. You know how I spell it on my YouTube channel, all capitals except for the O1F. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This is the King of Weebs again. My luck, you're dismissed, and peace.